Lena, seeking solace and a fresh start, found herself drawn to the quaint charm of the old apartment building. Weary from a tumultuous past, she yearned for peace, for a sanctuary where she could mend her wounds and rebuild her life. The weight of her past experiences, the heartaches and anxieties, had left her feeling drained and vulnerable. The move to the old apartment building was supposed to be a therapeutic experience, a chance to escape the ghosts of her past and embrace a brighter future. Little did she know that she was stepping into a dwelling with secrets of its own, a place where shadows danced and whispers lingered in the darkness. The apartment, though steeped in an eerie silence, seemed to hum with an unseen energy. As she settled into her new abode, unpacking boxes filled with fragments of her past, Lena couldn't shake off the feeling that she was being watched. The silence of the apartment was unnerving, broken only by the occasional creak of the floorboards and the distant rumble of city life outside. Unseen eyes seemed to follow her every move, and an inexplicable chill ran down her spine every time she was alone. Despite the unsettling feeling, she convinced herself it was just the stress of the move playing tricks on her mind. She desperately wanted to believe that this new chapter would be different, that peace would finally find her. The apartment, though old, exuded a captivating charm. High ceilings and large windows bathed the space in natural light, while the scent of aged wood and forgotten memories lingered in the air. It was a far cry from the sterile modernity of her previous dwelling, a place that whispered tales of bygone eras. A sense of history seemed to seep from the very walls, whispering tales of the lives that had unfolded within those same rooms. Lena was drawn to the apartment's vintage aura, its antique fixtures and faded grandeur. The building itself seemed to possess a personality, a silent observer of the lives that had passed through its doors. Among the apartment's many intriguing features was an ornately framed antique mirror that adorned the living room wall. Its gilded frame, tarnished with age, hinted at a rich and perhaps troubled past. The mirror's surface, once pristine, was now clouded with a patina of time, distorting reflections like a ripple in a pond. Lena, initially indifferent to the mirror's presence, found herself strangely captivated by its antique allure. Its cloudy depths seemed to hold secrets, reflecting not just her image but also fragments of forgotten moments. There was a depth to its reflection that drew her in, a sense of something lurking beneath the surface, waiting to be revealed. Days turned into nights as Lena acclimated to her new surroundings. The unsettling feeling persisted, a constant undercurrent of unease that she couldn't quite shake off. Yet she was determined to make this new beginning work, to find solace within the walls of her antique haven. The mirror, a constant presence in her living room, became a source of both fascination and apprehension. She found herself stealing glances at its reflection, both drawn to and repelled by its enigmatic aura. The way it seemed to distort her image, to add an almost ghostly shimmer to her reflection, both intrigued and unsettled her. There were moments when Lena could have sworn that her reflection didn't quite match her movements, as if it lagged behind by a fraction of a second. A trick of the light, perhaps, or the mirror's aged surface playing with her mind. Still, the discrepancies sent shivers down her spine. She dismissed these incidents as figments of her imagination, a byproduct of her anxieties and the stress of her recent move. She told herself that the mirror was just an old, inanimate object, incapable of harboring any sinister secrets. But deep down, a seed of doubt had been planted. One evening, while engrossed in a book, Lena felt an unexpected chill. It was as if a cold spot had materialized out of thin air, settling over her like an icy shroud. She shivered, wrapping her arms around herself, her gaze instinctively drawn to the antique mirror across the room. The mirror, usually reflecting the dim glow of the living room, was unusually dark, its surface as black as ink. It was as if a void had opened up within its frame, swallowing the light and radiating an unnatural chill. Fear, primal and instinctive, gripped Lena's heart, quickening her pulse. She watched, paralyzed with a fear she couldn't explain, as a wisp of white smoke curled out from the mirror's surface. It swirled in the air for a fleeting moment, like a ghostly exhalation, before dissipating into nothingness. Her breath hitched in her throat, her mind struggling to rationalize what her eyes were seeing. The room seemed to grow colder, the air thick with an oppressive weight. Panic welled up inside her, urging her to flee, but her legs felt like lead rooted to the spot as she stared at the now ordinary mirror. Her mind a whirlwind of fear and disbelief.